Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the broadcast. It is Putnam City Pirate football live on PCTV. Tonight's game is the state 6A-II semifinal featuring the Sand Springs Sandites and your Putnam City Pirates. It has been an interesting road the last couple of weeks for the Pirates. Pirates getting a bye week in round one of the playoffs, and then they come into this game off of a victory over Muskogee, a 21-20 victory over last year's state runner-up and the previous year's state champion. So knocking out Muskogee, a big step for the Pirates. And the winner of tonight's ball game heads to the state championship game next Friday night. The coin toss is happening right now, and on the field are the Pirate captains. Those captains led by number 8, Trip Alexander, number 7, DJ Ackerson, number 1, Thomas Stone, and number 55 is going to be Solomon McGlory. All right. We're about 3 minutes away until kickoff. Wind is heavy, and it is going to be blowing through the end zone tonight. It is going to be, we are set up east to west, the field going east to west, so, and the wind blowing heavy from the west and going through the east end zone. Welcome into the broadcast tonight. This is Coach Coleman with you. Tonight's game is going to be presented on PCTV as an audio-only broadcast due to OSSAA policy. They have a contract for live streaming with the state semifinal game, and so no live stream video for you tonight. But we will be bringing it here kind of in a radio broadcast style, but I've got Jessica with me as well as Mars. We're going to record it. We're going to upload it later to the YouTube channel, and then also Jessica is going to be keeping track of the scoreboard for us tonight, as she usually does, just not having to worry about the extra duty of pulling replays and all of that good stuff. So we're about 2 minutes away from kickoff. A couple of really key storylines in this one. First off is going to be obviously that defense of Putnam City, led by guys like Deshaun Buford and DJ Ackerson. 13 tackles for a loss, as well as the aforementioned Trip Alexander, 13 tackles for a loss this year. Buford with 9 tackles for a loss, but he leads all defensive players with 75 total tackles on the year, 47 of those being solo tackles. On the offensive side, it starts and ends with C.J. Turnbull, number 3, senior quarterback, 3 years at Millwood. This is not unknown territory to him. While the Pirates haven't been to the state semifinals in 20 years, this is a familiar place for him. He led the Millwood Falcons to 3 straight state championship appearances during his time as a Falcon. Now, a chance to take his new crew, the Putnam City Pirates, to the exact same place next week with a win tonight. And the Pirates taking the field, they are the visiting team, although this is a neutral site game happening at Edmond North High School. And they are going to be wearing orange pants, a white top with a black helmet, and black numbers with orange trim. That is what the Pirates are decked out in tonight. Sand Springs takes the field now. Yellow pants, black top, yellow numbers, black helmet. The Sandites from the Tulsa area and your Pirates from here in Oklahoma City. Turnbull, this year, completing 63% of his passes. He's 102 of 163 for 1,600 yards on the senior Taylor, as well as Savion James, both of those guys with 27 and 21 receptions on the year, respectively. But Savion James, out of those 21 catches, 10 of those have gone for 6. He has 10 touchdowns on the season. The running game for the Pirates, it is absolutely 100% always about Rod Sloan. Rod Sloan, 130 carries for 881 yards. He is knocking on the door of a 1,000-yard season. He has had 4 games that have gone over 100 yards, and Don't look now, but in games that Rod Sloan has eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark, the Pirates are 4-0. So we'll keep an eye on that tonight. 8 touchdowns for Rod Sloan. Like I said, 130 carries, 881 yards. Turnbull, a dual threat quarterback, 101 carries for 652 yards of his own, as well as 13 touchdowns. He is attributed for well over 30 touchdowns for the Pirates this year and has had absolutely stellar numbers the whole way. We are set to get this one started. Sand Springs won the coin toss. They have elected to defer to the second half, so they will kick with the wind at their back to the Pirates. And it is football time here in Oklahoma. It is 6A-II semifinal football. The winner punches a ticket to take on Choctaw, who won the other semifinal earlier today, defeating Stillwater. Kickoff going to be a little bit short, going to bounce. Mitchell Taylor going to field it about the 15-yard line. He's going to look for the outside, and decent return there for Taylor out to the 31-yard line, and that is where Turnbull and this Pirate offense will take over. So ball kind of checked up like a decent wedge shot on the golf course, and Taylor able to corral it, take off, and he'll bring it out to about, they're going to mark him at the 30-yard line. So Pirates will take over 1st and 10 at the 30. Turnbull in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers left, 2 to his right, working from the left side hash. Here's the snap, handoff. Going up the middle, that is DJ Ackerson on the carry. Ackerson with a nice pickup there on 1st down. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Again, for those of you joining us, you can probably see there on the screen that tonight's broadcast is audio only due to OSSAA policy. And so we apologize for that, but we are glad that you were tuning in with us. 2nd down and 6 upcoming. Turnbull in the shotgun. Sloan in motion, right to left. Here's the snap, handoff, Sloan finding a crease, and that's going to be good for a Pirate 1st down, out past the 42, about the 41, and the Pirates getting the running game going early here in this one. Pretty exciting. Pirates working quick. Empty backfield again. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. And looks like they may have gotten Sand Springs to jump on the hard count. We will see what the call is here. And it is against the Sandites. So the Pirates with a good couple of runs to start this drive, and then now a little bit of help from Sand Springs. And it'll be 1st down and 5. Man in motion. Here's the handoff. DJ Ackerson looking for some room. Makes a man miss. Now he's got a couple of blockers into Sandite territory. Down inside the 42, about the 38-yard line. The Pirates haven't gone to the air yet at all, and they are ripping off chunks of yardage. And the Pirates down to the 39 is where that ball, no, they will move it. They'll go ahead and move it to the spot. It'll be on the 38. So now on the Sand Springs 38. 1st and 10 for Putnam City, and they continue to work with some tempo. Buford in motion, handoff. Buford up the middle and just driving and still churning legs and getting out down near the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Nice pickup there on 1st down. The Pirates putting a beautiful drive together here on the opening drive of the ball game. Pirates continuing to keep the backfield empty and then just put guys in motion. Another handoff here, and that is going to be close to a first down. And it is. It's going to be a Pirate first down. Got right to the sticks. And so they will move the chains again. 1st and 10 for Putnam City. Down to about the 27-yard line now. 1st and 10. Pirates continuing to work at an expedited clip. Here's the snap. This is all Turnbull running left and down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 7. Pirates in good shape so far for this one. The drive thus far has nearly eclipsed 3 minutes of game time already here in the opening quarter as we near 9 minutes to play during the first quarter. Sloan in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff. Sloan finds a crease up the middle, makes a couple of men miss, and then pounds in down inside the 10-yard line, and they will move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal, Putnam City, down inside the 10 at about the 8. The Pirates continuing to move the sticks and continuing to keep it on the ground. And they are back at the line of scrimmage again, working quick. Sloan in motion right to left and nearly got somebody to jump off sides, but Pirates going to pause. Turnbull going to walk up and down the line, change coverage, and he gets the snap off before the delay of game. Handoff. Sloan, left side, corner of the end zone. Touchdown Pirates. Fire the cannons. Rod Sloan, the 8-yard carry. Sloan on the counter play scampers into the end zone from 8 yards out on the 1st and goal play, and it is 6-0 Pirates early in this one. 8:20 left to go in the first quarter. It'll be Yanez on for the extra point. Mitchell Taylor to hold. Snap good. Hold good. Kick up, and it is good. The Pirates strike blood first, 7-0. You are listening to Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV. We will be right back after this. Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City kicking away to Sand Springs. Short kick fielded about the 25-yard line, and a quick tackle made out near the 35. Not much of a return there. It's pretty tough kicking into the wind here for the Pirates, but good coverage downfield. The Pirates have found their most success when they have pressured quarterbacks this season, so we will see if they get some pressure on Webb early. Webb, the senior quarterback, 4-year starter for Sand Springs, has a lot of experience and has been really good this year, completing 68% of his passes, has 2,800 yards in the air. They love to put the ball in the air. If there's any question marks, it's been the running game for Sand Springs. Quick out, left side, and plenty of room, tons of room out there, to the 25, to the 15, to the 10, into the end zone on the first play from scrimmage. There is a flag down. And it is going to be a holding against Sand Springs on the far edge as they tried to set up the screen, but there was a hold during the screen. So it negates the touchdown. Dom Forbes, the junior wide receiver, caught that and was off to the races with a couple of decent blocks, but that's going to back them well up. Nice setup there on the first play from scrimmage for Sand Springs, but you can't do that. Big shout out to our Pirate Sports Media team, our students working hard again today, as they always do. Grateful for all of their hard work this year, certainly. Here's the snap. Quick swing out. Just trying the same thing in the other direction, but that one going to go nowhere. DJ Ackerson not putting up with it this time, and Tristan Birmingham on the reception actually loses a couple there, so it'll be 2nd down and 13. Clock continuing to move. So what looked like a quick strike by Sand Springs to get this thing back even gets brought back on a hold, and third down pass by Webb is going to be complete. That's going to be out to number 15, Caden Worthington, the sophomore receiver. 3rd down and 3. The one thing you can say about Webb, Easton Webb, is quick with it out of the backfield. Good system quarterback. Here's the handoff up the gut. That one going to be really close and should move the chains. So 1st down and 10. Brock Odell carrying that one, picking up the 1st down for Sand Springs. Still in Pirate territory, right in the middle of the field. Maybe a hint towards the right hash. From the 46. Here's the snap. A little bit of pressure. Pass is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Forbes. And Pirate defenders kind of talking back and forth, maybe a little bit of miscommunication. Forbes had kind of sat down in a spot in that zone and gotten open, but the pass was a little bit off as the Pirates were bringing pressure into the backfield. Second down and 10 after the incomplete pass to Forbes. Webb in the shotgun, 2 receivers on either side stacked up. Working from the middle of the field. Here's the snap. Play action. Fires. Complete. And Savion James out there making a big tackle. A pickup of about 4 or 5 on 2nd down, so it'll be 3rd down and 5. Savion James working both sides of the ball tonight. Important 3rd down here for Sand Springs. Ackerson shows blitz, and now he's going to back up. Webb checks the sideline. Now he'll change the coverage. He's going to move his running back over to his right. In the shotgun, working right side hash. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw, firing, and pass is incomplete. Good defensive play there. Number 16, that's going to be Bishop Moore, the senior defensive back, breaking that up. And a fantastic job by Bishop Moore to make sure that that pass wasn't completed. Didn't get there too early, certainly didn't get there too late, and right on time was the goal, and he is able to knock that one away, and it's 4th and, well, let's call it 6, 4th and 6 for the Sandites now, and they're going to send on what appears to be the punt unit, but you just never know. Savion James is going to go ahead and drop back, and they're going to run some guys up to the line. Looks like they were trying to kind of get the Pirates to jump off sides, but they're going to take a timeout. Sandites, let the play clock run down, take a timeout right at the end. 6:16, 4th and 6 to go here for Sand Springs. Pirates lead 7-0 here in the first quarter. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City Pirate football on PCTV. Again, tonight's broadcast audio only due to OSSAA regulation. Sand Springs looks to punt here on 4th and 6. Punt is away, and it's going to land about the 20. Going to roll all the way through the end zone, so it's going to come out for a touchback. I'm sure the Sand Springs punter was kind of hoping that one would check up for him, but it didn't. And so it runs all the way down the sideline, never scoots out, and the Pirates will take over now, 1st and 10. That first Pirate drive, nothing but ground game, and Rod Sloan scampers in from the 8-yard line and gets into the end zone on 1st down and goal from the 8, and that's where we sit right now. 7-0, Pirates on top, 6-8, Pirate football. Coach Graham in here setting cameras up. Now he's got to go into the freezing cold. Here's the snap, handoff, up the gut. Ackerson on the carry, not much doing there. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3 on 1st down. Not bad. 2nd down and 7 after the carry from Ackerson. Pirates still working, no huddle, working pretty quick. Working from the right side hash around the 27-yard line. 3 receivers left. Man in motion right to left. Here's the handoff. That's going to be Rod Sloan. Rod Sloan, jump cut, slips through a couple of tackles and makes kind of something out of nothing a little bit there. Good work by Rod Sloan to find just a little crease and cut through it. So 3rd down and 2, really less than 2 upcoming here for the Pirates. Around the 28-yard line. They're going to be smack dab in the middle of the field. Working from their own 28. Pirates' tempo has slowed down just a touch, but not much. And it looks like they got Sand Springs to bite on the hard count again. And Brock Odell, the senior linebacker, is up there hollering at those guys, watch the ball. So the penalty against Sand Springs gives the Pirates a 1st and 10 out at the 33-yard line. Still in Pirate territory. 4 receivers to the left, single receiver right. Turnbull in the backfield alone. Here's the snap, Turnbull. It's just going to be all him running left and not much doing on that side. Sand Springs reads that one well, drags it out near the hash mark, in between the hash and the numbers, and so pickup of 1 on 1st down. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9. I was telling Mars and Jessica before the game, I've been doing PA and just kind of helping out this year. I felt like when I was going to call a game, I was going to be rusty, but, it's too exciting. You got to bring your A game tonight, 3 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Working left side hash. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff. Plenty of room and a block downfield. And into Sand Springs territory goes Deshaun Buford. Buford with a beautiful carry. Picking up over 25 on that play, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the Sandite 45. Buford in motion again. They're going to feed him again. This time Sand Springs is there. Maybe a gain of half a yard on 1st down, but the Pirates still working at a clip. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, tonight's broadcast audio only due to OSSAA policy, so we do apologize for that. We will be uploading the video later to YouTube. There is a 24-hour requirement, so we will be posting it tomorrow evening. 2nd down and 9 for the Pirates, working left side hash. Turnbull going to check the sideline. Play clock goes under 10, and he's changing protection. Play clock at 5. Man in motion. Down to 2. Snap. Handoff. Sloan. A little bit of room to run. He's going to get down inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Pirates. Pirates have yet to go to the air tonight in 2 possessions. Controlling the game, controlling the clock. Here's the handoff. No, Turnbull going to keep, and and that's going to be really close. They're going to mark him probably a yard shy. It'll be 4th down and 1. Fourth down and 1, and they're going to just let Turnbull do a little bit of a quarterback sneak up the middle, maybe call it a tush push, but move the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Pirates. There was no question there if they were going to go for it on 4th down, and they just let Turnbull get under center and ram through the middle, and that'll be 1st and 10. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Nearing 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Pirates up 7-0. Sand Springs did score on their first play from scrimmage, but it was brought back because of a hold, and then the Pirate defense forced a punt. Handoff up the gut, not much doing there. Pirates, 3 running backs in, Turnbull under center on that play. A different look, kind of a goal line look there. Pirates go heavy, including defensive lineman Trip Alexander in on that play. Second down and 9 upcoming. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff. Sloan makes a cut. Now he's going to try to get the edge down inside the 20-yard line to about the 18. 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Again, the running game has just been massive in the first 2 drives here for the Pirates as they continue to just rip off clips of yards, and it is a timeout. Sand Springs is going to need to talk about it. They can't wait until the end of the quarter. They can't wait until the end of the half. They've got to figure something out now. And it has been a cast of characters. It has been Turnbull. It has been Buford. It has been Sloan and a number of other guys. DJ Ackerson a couple of times. The Pirates letting all sorts of guys touch the football, but all out of the run game thus far. Pirates just using their intensity and speed and just some smart stuff from up front. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's game. The OSSAA setting a policy where we cannot stream tonight's game. We can do audio only, so you're getting kind of a radio broadcast style. Pirates 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Here's the snap. Going to be a handoff, and that looks like, I believe it was Sloan again, trying to kind of cut back to the right side. Gain of 3 or 4 there on 1st down. Down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Left side hash. The Pirates on the left side of the field now. 2 receivers to the left. 3 receivers to the right. Turnbull in the shotgun by himself. Sends Ackerson in motion. Fakes the handoff to him, and good stop there on the edge by number 4, Joseph Farmer, the junior defensive back, as Turnbull fakes the handoff, pulls it, and takes off to the left, but it's going to be 3rd down for the Pirates here. And that is going to be the end of the opening quarter. That's the end of 1. The Pirates lead 7-0 as we head to quarter number 2 of the 6A-II state semifinal matchup between your Putnam City Pirates and Sand Springs. We'll be right back after these messages.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City up 7-0 as we enter the second quarter of play. Hope that everybody is having a good evening so far. As I've kind of mentioned to a few people, it is a great day to be a Pirate. You know, I mean, the Pirates obviously coming out playing well right now in this one, but golly, I think no matter the outcome tonight, it is just an exciting time to be around Putnam City football. A couple of really great seasons, and this one, no different. 3rd down and 5, long 5 upcoming. Man in motion. Here's the snap, handoff. Sloan cuts back. He's going to get down inside the 6. It's going to be really close to the 6-yard line, and if it is a first down, it's going to be 1st and goal. See where that ball is marked. It is a first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal. Pirates at the 7-yard line. They've switched sides of the field. Folks at Edmond North, they have a really nice press box, but not a ton of space, and so we're hanging up here with the team film. They're the real all-stars. We're just kind of invading. That's what we're doing. Timeout on the field taken. Pirates going to take their first time out of the half. They want to talk about this first down play. It has been nothing but the run game for the Pirates so far. 2 really good sustained drives early in this one for the Pirates. You know, a lot of people were asking, what happened to Putnam City last week? Got down early 14-0. Got down in the 3rd quarter 20-14. You know, what was the deal? Why did they play a little bit flat coming out? And I think a lot of that has to do, you know, you talk about a team that had been playing week after week since week 3. They had a bye in week 3, but then, week 4. But then after that, they've played every single week, and they had been kind of in a groove. Honestly, getting the bye week as a 1 or 2 seed playoff team is good to heal, recover, to rest. But sometimes it just kind of takes you out of your groove and out of the momentum. And so I think what the Pirates were doing were just kind of shaking some of the rust off last week against Muskogee. I think they are back in business tonight, and we are seeing this Pirate team we were seeing late in the season, the one that beat Piedmont and Choctaw. There was a fumble there on the exchange. It looks like Turnbull got back on top of that one. A little miscommunication on the read option. That will back the Pirates up to the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from there. Pirates working near the left side hash. That's those little dash marks that go down either side of the middle of the field. So they're on the left side hash. They're going from our right to left now, for those of you who are painting the picture in your brain at home. 2 receivers on either side. Here's the snap. Quick throw. Mitchell Taylor. Pass is incomplete. First passing play of the night. They go for a little fade route to Mitchell Taylor in the corner of the end zone and unable to connect. So it'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Pirates do have the wind at their back. It'll be kind of interesting to see what kind of choice they make here on 3rd down. Are they thinking this is 4-down territory, or would they take the chip shot field goal from here to make it a 10-0 game? Be kind of interesting one way or the other. 2 receivers on either side. Ackerson in motion. Here's the handoff. It looks like he's got the edge. He does! Fire the cannons. Touchdown, Pirates. No 4th down decision needed. DJ Ackerson on the jet sweep from left to right, and he finds the corner of the end zone and scampers in. So not only does he help lead the team with tackles for a loss, but he gets in and he punches in a touchdown here in this state semifinal. Imagine that. 10:40 left to go in the second quarter, and the Pirates on top, 13-0. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. And just like that, the Pirates lead by 2 scores. It is 14-0 with 10:40 to go here in the second quarter. You are listening to Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV.
Taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed tender bites, only at Slim Chicken.
Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV.
Ball
Loose, and it looks like the Pirates have recovered. No signal yet. They're still digging bodies off of each other. Pirate ball! Pirate ball! There's a fumble on the kickoff, and it's Pirate ball. They will take over 1st and 10 on the 32. I'm glad you did. No. Listen. We can't hear outside, so we're going to need that hypeness.
Seen it on the camera.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that in a lot of these 6A-II setups, they don't have a window that opens.
Yeah.
So. First down and 10. Here's the snap. Rod Sloan looking, finding a little bit of space up the gut. And picks up about 5 on first down, 2nd down and 10.
They done lost their damn feet. Hold on a second.
Rod Sloan in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff. Short gain there. Be 3rd down and 5.
Should just slide in there. Hold on. You see, I'm going to say you go ahead if you want. I got to catch what I can.
3rd down and 5. Here's the snap, handoff. Sloan finds a crease and down inside the 20-yard line to about the 18. That'll be another Pirate first down, and they have just continued to ride on the back in the success of Rod Sloan and this running game.
I get it in there.
1st and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. Working left side hash, 9:06 to go. Man in motion is Ackerson. Handoff, Ackerson. Going to try to find some space up the middle and pick up 3 or 4 on first down. So 2nd down and 7 upcoming. Pirates continuing to work pretty quickly. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and a tight end on the right side. Sloan in motion right to left. Here's the handoff. Going to be Sloan again, and Sloan down inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pirates again. 1st and goal. Putnam City continuing to just rip off chunks of yard, control the clock, and they are looking to get up 3 scores here early. First and goal from the 9. Turnbull in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Here's the snap. Turnbull fakes, and he's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. Offensive line for this Pirate crew just having their way in this one. So it'll be second and goal from the 4-yard line. I'll show you how to do that here in a second. Here's the snap. Trip Alexander on the handoff from the fullback position down inside the 2 to around the 1-yard line. So it'll be third and goal for the Pirates here as they are in the shadow of the goalposts. Alexander comes to the sideline. Now he's going to come back. Play clock goes under 20. He's going to set up in the tight end spot on the end. Here's the snap, and Turnbull just going to keep it and step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Fire the cannons again. 6:35 left to go in the opening half, and the Pirates have opened up a 20-0 lead. They have punched Sand Springs in the mouth. Boy, I tell you what, I don't think this Sand Springs team thought that they were going to come down here and run into this running attack like this, but here we are. Snap was bobbled, hold no good, and he finally got it corralled, but Yanez's kick is going to be no good, so the Pirates missed the extra point. And with 6:35 left to go in the opening half, the Pirates lead 20-0. You are listening to Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV. Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City scores again. The extra point, the snap was a little bit off there on the extra point, so Pirates unable to convert it, but 20-0 is your score here. 6:27 left to go here in the second quarter. Kick return comes out to the 35-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Sand Springs. They'll work from straight in the middle of the field. Webb in the shotgun, single back to his left, stepping back, being chased by Ackerson, and now he's just going to have to throw it away, and I don't know if I thought if there was a receiver in the area, but they're going to say that there was. It looked like maybe Logan Wright, the senior tight end, was going to be ruled in the area, but Webb gets a shot from DJ Ackerson, and Sandite fans wanted a roughing the passer, but it was continuation. He had his hands on Webb when Webb was throwing the ball. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 35, same spot in the middle of the field. Pirates, 4 down linemen. They're going to rush 5. Quick throw out left. Pass is complete and plenty of room there into Pirate territory. Goes number 14, Paxton Salazar, the junior wide receiver. And Sand Springs running like their life depends on it. They're into Pirate territory at the 45-yard line. Quick outlet to the right to Salazar that time. Pirates didn't land home with the pressure, and Salazar set down, caught it, and took off across the middle of the field, picking up the first down. Here's the snap. Quick throw out to Salazar again. That one high and unable to be brought down by Salazar. And that'll bring up second down and 10. Pirates sending pressure again. Receivers flip sides of the field here. They're going to stack doubles on either side outside the numbers. So a wide setup. Webb in the shotgun, stands around the 50-yard line. Here's the snap. Looking. Now he's just going to have to lob it away as he was under duress again by this Pirate defense. And that'll bring up third down and 10. Dom Forbes was in the area, but that was intended for nobody but the sideline. Good point made here in the press box. You know, Sandites in a tough spot because they're going into the wind here in the second quarter. Not ideal. Third down and 10. Two receivers either side working from the 45-yard line. Here's the snap. Webb, quick throw out to the left. Read well by the Pirates. Deshaun Buford is there. Maybe a gain of 2. And so that's going to bring up fourth down and 8. I would imagine in the situation, Sand Springs goes for it here. Boy, I tell you what, if the Pirates can come up with a fourth down stop, you could just suck the momentum straight out of the Sand Springs side. Webb, still trying to figure it out. Play clock under 5 seconds. Sand Springs going to have to burn their timeout, and that is their final timeout of the half. They are just all out of sorts. So 5 minutes left to go here in the half. The Pirates lead 20-0. It's fourth down and 8. Sand Springs lets the play clock get down, and they find themselves in trouble, and they have to burn their final timeout. Fourth down and 8 upcoming on the other side. Again, once we kind of mentioned a couple of times tonight, and as you can read there on the screen, because of OSSAA policy and their agreement with the NFHS, tonight's game is being brought to you in an audio-only format, so radio style. We will be uploading the footage of the game to YouTube tomorrow per the regulations. So bear with me. I once upon a time did radio, so we're going to see if we can keep dusting off that magic. Webb drops back. Now he's going to have to take off and run. He's got a little bit of room, but he's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be really close, and looks like he did get the sticks to move on fourth down and 8. So Webb runs out of a coverage sack and ends up scrambling for a first down. First and 10 now for the Pirates from the 32. Sorry, for the Sandites from the 32. From the Pirate 32. In the shotgun, Webb stands alone. Here's the snap. Quick shovel pass inside. Pirates read it well, and not much doing there, down about the 28-yard line. So a gain of 2 or 3 on first down. Sand Springs just trying to put something together here to go into the locker room with. They do get out of bounds. Oh, but it looks like there was a flag. And there was. It was a hold against Sand Springs, so they're going to back up. And that's going to take them back to the Pirate 37-yard line, working on the right side hash. They'll replay first down, so it'll be first down and 15. Correction, that was an illegal formation, so first down and 15. Here's the snap. Webb drops back, looking, firing. Pass is incomplete. And that pass broken up right there by number 24, Jonas Stinson Powers. As he gets to the ball about the same time the wide receiver did. Good read there by Stinson Powers on the outside. 4:18 left to go. 2nd down and 15 here for the Pirates, or for the Sandites, excuse me. In the shotgun is Webb, a single back to his left, 2 receivers left, a single receiver right. They are working. Here's the snap, handoff, up the gut, and just nowhere to go, and he is slammed to the turf after that one. And our producer, Jessica McAfee, is reaching for the replay button, realizing, oh, yeah, we're not doing that tonight. No, I think that's awesome. I think that's amazing.
It's a reflex of this.
Yeah, it's a reflex, yeah. We are grateful that we get to bring you this broadcast in any kind of format because these students have worked hard all season and they deserve an opportunity to work here at the semifinals too. So we're grateful to be here bringing you this. Here's the snap. Quick throw out. Salazar going to be wrapped up and dropped around the 28-yard line. Good tackle there by DJ Ackerson. And it's going to be 4th down again. I figure there is no decision here. For Bobby Clinic and his Sand Springs Sandites. Nearing 3 minutes to go here in the opening half. Pirates on top 20-0. 4th down and 7, working from the right side hash. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking, firing. Pass is complete. Salazar again around the 15-yard line, and that is a second 4th down conversion. Don't look now. Sand Springs not going to roll over and die just yet. Still a lot of football to play. Paxton Salazar, the junior wide receiver, a few big catches tonight already. Webb in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Looking, now being chased, and he's just going to have to throw it away again. Tons of pressure right there by number 19, Johnny Efferson. The senior linebacker, 5'10", 250, was barreling down on Webb. And Easton Webb finally just had to throw it away. 2nd down and 10. A couple of 4th down conversions on this, but still seems a little out of sync, does this Sand Springs offense. Pirates want to talk about this 2nd down play down inside their own 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Pirate 15 when we come back. You are listening to Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of burger deals.
Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV. Pirates lead 20-0. 2:43 left to go here in the opening half. Choctaw does win earlier today. They beat Stillwater in the first 6A-II semifinal here at Edmond North. They played the 1 o'clock game. Here's the snap. Dropping back is Webb. Pass complete to Salazar, but Salazar caught it while he was down on a knee. That's going to be around the 11-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Salazar finding spots to get open. He and Webb working really hard to keep this drive alive. Sand Springs still finding ways to kind of fight and try to stay in this game. as we near 2 minutes here in the opening half of this state semifinal matchup. Here's the snap. Webb looking. Now he's going to be flushed out. He's going to have room, and he is going to get into the end zone. Easton Webb just had to tuck it and take off, and it pays off as he scampers into the end zone from about 11 yards out. So Sand Springs finds the end zone for the first time tonight. It wasn't pretty, but they sustained a nice drive to get there. Extra point up, and extra point is good. But don't look now, 2:02 left. Pirates have had 3 drives that have all ended in touchdowns, and they will have one more chance to get the football. Now, what Sand Springs is hoping, if you're keeping track at home, the Pirates did take the opening kickoff. If Sand Springs can get a stop here, they get the ball to start the third quarter, that's when things could get interesting. They could get back within a score. Right now, still down 2 possessions. It was a deep hole fast, but the Pirates are going to have to keep their foot on the gas. So it'll be Savion James, Mitchell Taylor, and Jonah Stinson Powers, the 3 deep men for the Pirates as we get ready for the kickoff. And here we go. Kickoff, going to be short. Ackerson calls for a fair catch and grabs it around the 36-yard line. And that's where the Pirates will take over. 2:02 left to go here in the first half. Sandites offense puts together a little bit of a drive there and finally scores, but up until that point, it had been all Pirates. 20-7 at this point. So 2-minute drill here for C.J. Turnbull in this Pirate offense. Again, empty backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff. Rod Sloan again. Big pickup there on first down out to the 41-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Pirates have been just kind of picking their number between anything between 4 and 10 on carries so far tonight. Turnbull going to keep this time and makes a little something out of nothing out to about the 48 or 49-yard line. So 3rd down and 3. Pirates have been very conservative on offense, but why change it if it's working? Empty backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff. Sloan up the middle, and he finds some room. Now he's going to turn on the gas. 25, 20, 15, 10. Tackled inside the 5 around the 3-yard line. There are no flags. The offensive line goes to work again. Rod Sloan turns on the jets, and the Pirates are down inside the red zone again, inside the 5. 1st down and goal from the 3. Turnbull under center. Here's the snap. Handoff up the gut into the end zone is number 8, Trip Alexander. The Pirates answer quick. 4 plays and the Pirates get into the end zone. It was 2 runs by Sloan, a run by Turnbull, and 1 that capped it off by Trip Alexander. The defensive lineman comes into that fullback spot again and powers into the end zone and puts the Pirates back up by 3 scores. And it looks like they're going to go for 2 to kind of get that missed extra point off their back. As we learned last week and in the Choctaw game, those things matter. Turnbull under center. Oh, no. Afraid Thomas Stone decided to get an early start. He did, and so that's going to back them up. Be interesting to see what we choose to do here. Looks like the Pirates are going to go ahead and just kick the extra point now. Be a 25-yard extra point for Edgar Yadez, the junior kicker and punter. Snap kick on 5 with 44 seconds to go in the opening half of the state semifinal game. Your Pirates lead 27-7. You are listening to Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV. Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City kicks off, and it's going to be Sandite ball around the 20-yard line. I was setting up another headset. I'm going to try to get one of these jokers in the coach's booth next to us to come in and chat for just a second as they're headed down for halftime. Sandites 1st and 10 from the 20. Webb flushed out again, and he is going to be wrapped up this time. Nowhere to go. There is Trip Alexander. You know what? Why not, big fella? Score on one end, tackle for a loss on the other end. Just do it all tonight. Trip Alexander, the senior son of Coach Willis Alexander. Alexander in his 3rd year here at Putnam City. Webb drops back, fires, pass, complete but well covered. Stinson powers and kept him in bounds, keep the clock running, and that's probably going to do it for the half. And it will. Oh, no. Sand Springs going to try to get one more. Here's the snap. Webb looking, firing, pass complete to Salazar, but that's going to do it. Your Pirates lead 27-7 at the half. I'm going to go try to grab Coach Perry. Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV here with Coach Victor Perry. Coach, man, can't ask for a much better start than that. Not at all. Kind of tell me a little bit about some of the things that you're seeing on your end. Offensively, obviously running the ball very, very well. What are you looking to do here in the second half?
Probably the same thing, ground and pound, keep the offense off the good. That quarterback's on the other side is pretty good, so our plan is to keep him off the field and keep running the ball. And also on defense, we're throwing a few different looks at him. I'm pretty sure it's a few looks they hadn't seen on film, and that's confusing them a lot, I can tell.
Yeah, it seemed like even with their touchdown drive, it didn't even feel kind of completely in sync for them, which is a little bit different for them. How much of a factor is it the pressure that front seven causes on this quarterback?
That is the goal, to put pressure on him, keeps people in his face, and then that makes him go to a second and third read, and on the back end, our job is just to cover.
Awesome. Well, Coach Perry, we always appreciate it. Great first half, brother.
Keep
it up.
Let's
all right. We'll be back right after this. Thank you to Coach Perry for hopping in with us for just a second. And we're going to step aside, but we'll be back in just a few minutes to kind of wrap up halftime and get the second half underway. Welcome back into the broadcast. We are about 3 minutes away from getting the second half underway. Pirates on top 27-7. It has been all Pirates in this one. The Pirates have had the football 4 times. They have scored 4 touchdowns. A lone missed extra point is really the only mark on the record at this point. The last time Sand Springs touched the football, well, not technically, but their final full drive of the half, they did piece together an opportunity to get into the end zone, and so the Pirates did give up that 7 points, but that is Sand Springs' lone score. They will get the ball to start the second half, but it has been pretty much all Pirates the whole way in this one, as Putnam City has only thrown the ball twice in this one, and it has been just an absolute run game clinic by Putnam City, led by senior running back Rod Sloan. Putnam City continuing to find the end zone each time they've touched the football in the first half, and they are going to be the first team to come out of the locker room, and they are 24 minutes away from their first state title game appearance since 1977. That year, 1977, their last state championship as well. Mars, you know me so well. Thank you. Oh, I sent the crew down to the concession stand, and they came back with the Dr. Pepper. We're going to need it to get this second half in. But Pirates' last state championship appearance in 1977, also coincidentally their last state title game. This year, we celebrated the 74 and 75 back-to-back state championship teams. The Pirates winning it in 74, 75, and 77. They have not been back to the state title game since. They have not been this deep in the playoffs since 2003. For those of you keeping track at home, that is 22 years ago this fall that the Pirates have played in the state semifinal game. Coincidentally, that was also the same year that athletic director Jared Gates was a freshman on this Pirate football team. And maybe one of us was on the drum line that year. And so since then, the Pirates, their deepest run, a few quarterfinal appearances over the years, but never to the state semifinals. This year, they find themselves here in the state semifinals at Edmond North, a neutral site game against the number 1 team in the state, and everybody picked Sand Springs to win this one, and there's still plenty of football left. Don't get me wrong, but the Pirates have controlled the clock, they've controlled the game, and they have continued to score every time they've touched the football. Sand Springs is going to have nearly a perfect second half to try to dig back into this one. But make no mistake, that quarterback, Easton Webb, 4-year starter for this team, 68% completion percentage on the year, and he has been nothing shy of that tonight. He has been very good at times that he hasn't been under duress. Salazar, been his main target tonight. He has received 4 catches tonight and has continued to move the sticks, especially on that touchdown drive late in the second quarter. So we are back in, both teams on the field, and we are entering that 3-minute warm-up phase after the 20-minute halftime. Glad everybody's with us tonight. Again, once again, it is an audio-only live stream tonight due to OSSAA regulation because of their policy. And so tonight we will have audio only. We will be uploading. There's a 24-hour time frame that we have to wait to upload the video, but we will upload the video tomorrow evening about this same time. So there is a 24-hour embargo on the video of this broadcast. But we are videotaping it. Mars is over here working diligently on the camera, as she always does, and we're recording the game as we always do. And we will sync up the game video and the audio. We will put those things together, package them together, and put them up on the YouTube for those of you who want to go back and watch the full thing live. But we do appreciate you understanding, as we were kind of a little bit surprised on Monday when we found out that this would be an audio-only broadcast, and so we just kind of adjusted. But I didn't feel like, I've seen a couple of people in the comments, or a couple of people have texted me and said, well, why do it if you're only getting to do audio only? Well, I feel like our students have worked really hard all season long. They have been on the grind all season long, and for several of them, they have been a part of this program for a couple of years. And so to me, it only made sense. The question you have to ask yourself when you're in the education space, at the end of the day, this is still high school sports and athletics and activities. And at the end of the day, what's best for our students? And so for our student media team, they are here doing all the things that they normally do on a Friday night, and we will bring those things to you as we have the opportunity to do so. Second half action getting ready to get underway. The Pirates will kick to Sand Springs. So Sand Springs, I think, was hoping they would get a score and a stop and then get the ball back, but instead they got the score, but they didn't get the stop. They gave up another touchdown, a 4-play, quick gash touchdown drive, all on the ground. 2 carries by Rod Sloan, a single carry by C.J. Turnbull, and the final nail in the coffin, a run by Trip Alexander to get into the end zone, and that is what gave us this current score, 27-7. So Pirates going to be going with the wind right to left, our right to our left here with the wind in the third quarter, and then they will be against the wind in the fourth quarter. Here's the kick. This one going to be fielded around the 18-yard line and brought down around the 27, making that tackle, number 16, Bishop Moore, the senior defensive back, 6 foot, 190-pound Bishop Moore. Has been a pretty consistent presence, especially on special teams this year. Sand Springs takes over 1st and 10, working left side hash around the 28-yard line. Here's the snap. Webb dropping back, now being chased. He's going to pass out. Pass is incomplete, and that pass intended to the check down. That was number 12, Tristan Birmingham, the junior wide receiver, out there for the Sandites. And he was unable to corral that one. Webb again under pressure, so 2nd down and 10. That Pirate front 7 just continuing to cause issues in the backfield. Not enough time for things to develop for Webb in this Sand Springs offense. Here's the snap. Pirates bringing pressure again. Trip Alexander going to be there again. Alexander brings him down. They're going to mark him at the 26. Another tackle for a loss by Trip Alexander. He had 13 during the season, and he has added a couple more here tonight. 3rd down behind the sticks is Sand Springs, and the Pirates picking up right where they left off. This Pirate defense has been electric tonight. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Webb going to roll out right, looking, plenty of coverage. Now he's going to toss it up, and pass is incomplete, but flags come in. It does look like Bishop Moore got there just a shade too early, a little bit of contact, and so Sand Springs going to be bailed out on the pass interference by Putnam City. And that ball really kind of almost completely out of bounds, but Moore did turn and make some contact with the receiver, the intended target, Caden Worthington, the sophomore wide receiver. And so the penalty bails out Sand Springs. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 40. So they'll be on the 40-yard line, left side hash. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right in a tight formation. Fake handoff. Webb looking, firing. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Alex Dudley and unable to connect. So the winner of this one gets Choctaw next week in the state championship game. Choctaw beating Stillwater earlier today on this field. They had the 1 o'clock matchup for the other 6A-II semifinal. There's a little bit of confusion about where the state championship game is going to be. The understanding was that all of them would be at UCO again this year, but then through some conversations with the OSSAA this week, it may be another neutral site setup, so it'll be interesting to see where they would place a game with Choctaw and the winner of this one. Little inside shovel pass, going to go for a handful of yards there, out to around the 45 or 46. Javari Hill, the senior wide receiver. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. For those of you just tuning in, again, tonight's game audio only due to OSSAA policy. We will be uploading the full stream tomorrow. We're under a 24-hour embargo with the video of this game. Here's the snap. Webb fires. Pass is complete. Way to look it in and catch it. Salazar down into Pirate territory at the 46-yard line. Salazar yet again with another nice play. And he has been the bright spot, certainly tonight for this Sandite offense, who has really kind of struggled at times. Pirates continuing to bring pressure. The wind is blowing so hard that it's actually blowing the ball off the spot at this point. And if you're Sand Springs, who really depends on the passing game, this is a tough night to not really have much of a running game. Man in motion, he'll stop short. Here's the snap, handoff. Going to be wrapped up by DJ Ackerson and a host of other Pirates out to about the 44-yard line, so a short gain of 2. A rare run there for the Sand Springs offense. Birmingham on the carry for the Sandites. We will be bringing you next week's game as well if the Pirates do happen to be in the state championship game, and up 27-7 right now, feeling pretty good. Here's the snap. Quick throw out. Salazar again down inside the zone. He's brought down Bishop Moore, but not before the first down, so they'll move the sticks again, and a little bit of methodical drive being put together here by Sand Springs down inside the 35 to the 34. Still working left side hash is Webb in this Sandite offense. Salazar, the receiver on the near side, 2 receivers on the left side, 2 backs in the backfield. Here's the handoff. It's going to be a trick play. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it, and he's going to get a block from Webb, and Savion James able to bring down Alex Dudley. They were looking for a handoff and a pass, a little halfback pass, but it didn't develop, but Dudley able to turn that into something. 2nd down and 4 now. So down to the 32-yard line, the 27-yard line is where Sand Springs will snap this next play. Working left side hash. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Webb in the shotgun, man in motion left to right. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Rolling right, passing right. Pass is complete, and breaking a couple of tackles and down inside the 10-yard line, number 12, Tristan Birmingham. He was able to shake free of a couple of Pirate tackles around the 20-yard line and pick up another 10 or 12, and they are going to have it 1st and goal down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7 for Sand Springs. 3 backs in the backfield, a single receiver to the top of the formation. Here's the snap, handoff. Trip Alexander is there and just nowhere to go. Maybe a gain of a couple of inches, but nothing much. Alexander decided to show up for his best game of the year when it matters most, and he continues to just clog up the middle for this Pirate defense. Same formation. Single receiver out far wide left. Working from the right side hash now. 3 backs in the backfield. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Now he's going to get flushed out right. Webb going to have to step out of bounds, being chased down by number 24, Jonas Stinson Powers, the junior defensive back, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 11-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 11. Not the direction you wanted to go if you're Sand Springs. And they'll change personnel out, and so they'll have 2 receivers on either side, still working right side hash. Single back to Webb's right. That's going to be Birmingham. Play clock down to 10. Webb takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires, pass, complete, and into the end zone, touchdown. Dom Forbes on the slant route, and he found open space, and he finds the end zone. Sand Springs will not go into the night quietly. You don't make it this far by rolling over and dying. I know that. 7:07 left to go. Extra point up. Extra point is no good. It is wide right. So the Pirates get that missed extra point back, and the Sandites, despite the touchdown, don't get to the full 14. So that's 27-13. It's a 3-score game at this point. Correction, make that a 2-score game. My math ain't mathing right now. Pirates up 2 scores. Pirates have got to be ready for a short kickoff here, especially with Sand Springs kicking into the wind. And I'll be honest, Sand Springs coaching staff spent a little bit extra time with this special teams unit. You got to look out for something here because Sand Springs has got to figure something out. But they do score on the opening drive of the quarter. And the ball already blowing off the tee. They're going to have to get somebody to hold it. It's been Gavion Holmes, sophomore wide receiver who's been holding kicks all night for Sand Springs. Here's the kick. They do look to go onside, but played well. So kind of felt like something sneaky was up, but Bishop Moore wasn't fooled, and he does the smart thing and just lays on top of it instead of trying to pick it up and do anything fancy. And so instead of getting the football back, the Pirates take over on their own 45-yard line with some decent field position. You can't blame the Sandites for trying there. It seemed like the right time if you were going to try it. 6:40. Looks like they're trying to adjust the clock.
6:47.
Officials working on adjusting the clock. I think Jessica McAfee's on it quicker than the official scorekeepers here at Edmond North. Oh, how about 7:07? They're saying the clock should have never ran. Man in motion, right to left, first down and 10. Turnbull is going to take it. He's going to cut up the middle and down inside the 25-yard line. Turnbull fakes the handoff to Rod Sloan and then just follows him through the middle and then turns on the jets, and a big pickup on first down by Rod Sloan, and they are deep inside Sandite territory again. If you're Sand Springs looking to get back into this ball game, you can't continue to allow that. First down and 10 from the 23. Working left side hash, empty backfield. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Sloan looking for room up the middle, bouncing off a couple of tacklers, and then finally wrapped up and slung down. It's hard to hear whistles up here. But they're going to say he picked up 2 on first down. Down to the 21. Lots of folks here tonight to see this one. Timeout on the field. An official timeout. Ball keeps coming off its spot because of the wind. Second down and 8 upcoming. Now we're off and running again, under 6 minutes to play. Ackerson in motion. Here's the snap. There's a fumble, but it looks like the Pirates got back on top of it and may have been benefactors of the direction that it rolled. So it's third down and 5. Bad exchange between Turnbull and Ackerson. Got a little bit sketchy there, and the ball rolls forward 3 or 4 yards, and the Pirates get on top of it. That is the second time tonight that the Pirates have been benefactors of getting back on top of their own fumble. So third down and 5. A gain of 3, but I'm not exactly sure who we attribute it to. Sloan in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff. Sloan. Up the gut, he is going to be down around the 16-yard line, so fourth down and 3 upcoming for the Pirates here. Line to gain is at the 14-yard line. Correction, 13-yard line. So sitting fourth down and 3. Turnbull under center. Here's the snap, handoff. Up the gut, and I'm not sure he got it. Big stop by Aiden Ryan, the freshman defensive lineman, and that'll be a turnover on down, so that is the first stop for this Sandite defense. And probably could not have come at a better time. Now the Pirates going to be looking for a stop of their own. 27-13. It's a 14-point spread at this point. Webb in the shotgun. Rolling right, looking to throw right. Still rolling, still rolling, still rolling, and eventually just going to scamper out of bounds. We'll see where he marks it, the 24-yard line. So a pickup of 7 there on first down. Two receivers right, a single receiver left, 2 backs in the backfield. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Now looking to take off and wrapped up and brought down around the 27-yard line, but it looks like that'll be enough to move the chains. So not much doing there, but Webb is able to keep it and get the couple of yards for the first down. Other than that first play from scrimmage that got called back because of a hold, they really haven't had a quick strike tonight. 2 receivers either side, working right side hash. Webb drops back, fires. Salazar found a spot, and he's going to be brought down. He'll be shy of the first down marker around the 37-yard line, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 1. Webb checks the sideline. Play clock down to 7. Here's the snap. Handoff. Tackle made. It's going to be right at the first down marker, and it will be a first down. They land right on the yard to gain, so 1st and 10 here for the Sandites, but not much of a gain there on the handoff to Tristan Birmingham, First down and 10 from the 38. Working left side hash. 2 receivers on either side. Here's the snap. Webb looking to throw. Pass is complete. Salazar again, and out to the 44. Pick up a 5 there on the little sit-down route by number 14, Salazar. Clock continuing to run here as we go down near 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Dropping back, firing, and pass is complete and out of bounds around the 44-yard line into Pirate territory is Caden Worthington. There is a penalty flag down. It's going to be against the Pirates, so they'll pick up another 5 here. So Sand Springs benefits from that. It'll be 1st down and 5 from the Pirate 39, and a timeout is taken. The Pirates take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. You are listening to Putnam City Pirate Football live here on PCTV.
OKC. We believe in more than just selling cars. We believe in building relationships based on trust, transparency, and treating you like family. For more than 80 years, the Cavender Auto family has built our business on these simple, important values. We call it doing things the Cavender way. Cavender Ford of OKC would like to welcome all Putnam City Schools parents, students, faculty, and staff to visit us at 7320 Northwest Expressway. Confidence is Cavender.
Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV. 1st down and 5. Pirates take a timeout to kind of slow things down a little bit, talk things through. 2:12 left to go here in the third quarter. Pirates lead 27-13. Here's the snap. Webb looking to run, and he's going to be brought down by a host of Pirates around the 35-yard line. So that should be 3rd down and 1. Johnny Efferson on the stop along with a couple other Pirates. Correction, 2nd down and 1 after the penalty. Quick throw, passes incomplete. Intended for number 15, Davion Huffman. And a great play there by number 24, Jonas Stinson Powers defensively. And so that'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Pirates have not given up anything big and just kind of continue. And it is the thing that Webb and this Sandite offense is good at, just kind of picking away quick routes, short things over the middle of the field, slant routes, crossing routes. They're quick. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off and finding a little bit of a gap and getting down inside the 25-yard line to the 22. That's going to be Brock Odell, the senior linebacker, 6'1", 210, running hard downfield. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. And here's the snap. Odell again trying to find the edge. DJ Ackerson on the tackle. There is a flag down back kind of in the holding realm, and then looks like the officials have already called it. Yeah, it is. It's a hold. So this one's coming back, and the Pirates going to benefit from that one. So, and then there's another flag that comes in off the sideline, and this might be a personal foul against the head coach. Oh, no, sideline. Looks like they're just going to give him a sideline warning here. So 1st down and 20. Ball on the 33. Man in motion. He stops at the up back position. Here's the snap. Webb looking to throw. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket to the right and finally just have to toss it downfield. It is incomplete. In coverage was Savion James step for step, and that throw just tossed out of bounds. So 2nd down and 20 upcoming now for the Sandite offense. Keandre Huffman out of this ball game tonight due to an injury last week, so Savion James playing both sides of the ball. Here's a snap. Webb looking to throw. Fires. Passes incomplete. In and out of the hands of Dom Forbes. That was a bullet by Webb, but wasn't able to be corralled. And so the Pirates now have the Sandites backed up 3rd down and 20 from the Pirate 32. Sandites working left to right. From our perspective here on the home side of the stadium in the press box. Webb by himself. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Takes the snap. Now he's going to be chased out by Efferson, and he's going to throw back in the middle, and it's going to be intercepted. Savion James. James intercepts it around the 5, and he's trying to find some room. He's finally tackled around the 12, and there is a flag down and a Pirate down, and it looks like maybe a bad hit that'll help the rest of that one out. The Pirates force a turnover. They bend but don't break as we near the end of the 3rd. A huge takeaway there by the Pirate defense. And senior Nasir Nelson a little bit slow to get up on that one. We'll see what the flag is. I haven't. And it is. It's going to be a personal foul. Be a personal foul against Sand Springs. So that'll bring the ball out to the 22-yard line. And the Pirates will take over 1st and 10 as we near the end of the 3rd quarter. 50 seconds left to go in this quarter. Here's the snap, handoff. Up the gut, nice pick up there on 1st down. Pirates down to about the 32-yard line, a pickup of 4 or 5 on 1st down. And they will need to snap the ball one more time before the end of the 3rd quarter. Pirates out to the 27, 2nd down and 5. Should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Pirates lead 27-13. working right side hash. Here's the snap, handoff. No, he's going to keep it, and that is C.J. Turnbull. Turnbull out to about the 37-yard line, and there was a flag that came down from the near side, and it looked like the head coach from Sand Springs losing it over here. Call is a hold against Putnam City, so that one will back up. We'll replay second down. Seven seconds left to go here in the third. Bobby Clinic begging for that flag from the near side official, and I guess he convinced him. And that's going to be the end of 3. Pirates on top 27-13 as we head to the fourth. 12 minutes away from the state championship game. You are listening to Putnam City Pirate Football on PC TV. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action after this. Welcome back into the broadcast. Putnam City Pirate Football on PC TV. Pirates second down and 14 here after the holding call. Pirates going to be working from our left to right now after switching ends for the fourth quarter. They are going into the wind. They have thrown the ball a grand total of 2 times tonight. They have kept it on the ground and continued to gash this Sand Springs offense, or defense rather, averaging about 5 or 6 yards a play. Here's the snap. Sloan looking for room on the outside. Sloan going to pick up about 6 on the play, so that'll bring up third down and 9. Holding call on second down really hurt the Pirates, but big third down here if you're the Sand Springs defense. Turnbull in the gun, trying to get him to jump. 13 seconds on the play clock. He's going to go down the line and adjust the coverage. Man in motion, right to left. Here's the snap, handoff. Sloan slips a tackle, and he's going to get out to about the 27-yard line. I would imagine this is going to bring on Pirate punt unit. And they do. They wait till about 13 seconds left on the play clock. They're down to 7 now. 3 left. And it will be a delay of game, so the Pirates unable to get the snap off quick enough. So that'll back the Pirates up 5 to about their own 23-yard line. Punt unit still in here. Here's the snap. Punt up in the air, but it is short. It's going to take a Pirate bounce, and He touched down about the 34-yard line. Just tough kicking into that wind. Raimundo Medina, the sophomore kicker, trying to just kick directly into the breath of God there. Just nowhere to go. So Sand Springs really couldn't ask for a better situation. I mean, other than the fact they're down 2 scores. If you're in this situation, they've got good field position, and they've had a couple of good drives that they put together here, but the last one did end up in a Pirate interception takeaway. So Webb's got to get some amnesia here. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking to throw. Now a little bit of pressure is going to flush him out right, and he's going to continue running, and it is going to be incomplete on the far side. Intended again for Forbes, but something that I was talking about all week with athletic director Jared Gates was this Pirate defense. They just put so much pressure on quarterbacks, guys that are so used to being able to stand back there and hit timing routes and things like that. Like the Pirates just do not allow that to happen as much, and they get guys off their spot, and you can tell it has played a factor in tonight's game with Easton Webb. 2nd down and 10, dropping back, looking, firing, passes well over the head and incomplete. That intended for number 19, Javari Hill, the senior wideout, 5'8", 160. He's got plenty of speed, but he just was not able to get there. And so 3rd down and 10, and that ball kind of got caught up in the wind. I mean, even playing with the wind at your back, it's still kind of a challenge, and especially with a team that throws the ball a ton, it is not a good situation because, how do you have the right touch? I mean, if you're into the wind, you're throwing hard into it. If you're with the wind, things just kind of sail away from you. 3rd down and 10 from the Pirate 34. Webb drops back, rolls out, right side, throwing, and there is nobody in the neighborhood, and that is going to be 4th down. The Pirates, good coverage downfield, flush out Webb again. This defense just continues to be a problem. And they are getting Webb out of the pocket and flustered, and he just cannot seem to get settled in tonight. As we get down to 9:45 left in this one. And I can't imagine the Pirates get the football back that they're going to do anything different than what they've been doing all night, and that is run, 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 run. Control the clock, control the tempo. And Sand Springs going to have to burn a timeout here. They didn't like what they saw. It's 4th down and 10, and it is go time if you're Sand Springs. 9 minutes and 45 seconds. 27-13, Pirates on top. You were listening to Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Fourth down, pass out to the left side, and it is incomplete. Turnover on downs. First down and 10, the Pirates going to take over from their own 34. So despite the bad punt, despite the fact that 3 and out, all of those kinds of things, the Pirates defense rises up righteous again. They don't give up a single completion, and they just pick the ball up basically where they started. All Sand Springs did was throw a couple of passes and eat some more clock. 9:41 left to go in this one. Pirates looking to get back to the state championship game for the first time since 1977. Here's the snap, handoff. Rod Sloan going to be gobbled up around the line of scrimmage. It looked like the exchange kind of happened a little bit slow. But the Pirates going to be in no hurry here. Up 2 scores late in this one. You can imagine that they're going to eat as much time off the clock as possible. Second and 10 from the 34. Working left side hash. Turnbull in the shotgun. He's got Sloan in the backfield with him. Sloan finds a little crease on the right side. He's going to get out near the 40, about the 39. So a nice pickup there on second down. And so that'll bring up third down and 5. Big shout out to 2006. Big shout out to 2006 graduate JoJo McNeil, who also DJs for the Thunder, and he DJ'd the championship parade. So thank you, buddy. I will never be a part of running for president, but I appreciate the comment. Feels like a dumpster fire. Here's a flag down. Pirates jump off sides. It was Mitchell Taylor. Mars was like, hey, there was a flag down. And I was like, I know, I saw. So the Pirates do back up, third down and 10. Back where they started, from the 34. 8 minutes. Trying the end around to DJ Ackerson. Ackerson going to find some room out there, and he runs through a tackle and picks up the first down. DJ Ackerson will not be denied. DJ Ackerson, a little wrinkle in the offensive scheme. They do a little end around with Ackerson, and Ackerson beats number 3, Brock Odell, around the corner, runs through a defender, and stumbles out past the 45 to the 46. First and 10 Pirates, just like that. Oh, my. Turnbull in the shotgun, working left side hash, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout. Putnam City wants to talk over this first down play. We're going to step aside. 7:37 left. Pirates lead 27-13. It's close, folks. You are listening to Putnam City Pirate Football on PCTV.
Taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed tender bites, only at Slim Chicken.
Welcome back into the broadcast. 7:37 left to go for somebody to meet Choctaw in the state championship game. Pirates lead 27-13. First and 10 for the Pirates. Handoff coming near side. Going to be Rod Sloan brought down. Maybe a gain of 1 there on first down. So it'll be second down and 9. Pirates just content to keep the ball on the ground and keep the clock moving. And they're going to let the play clock get down. Here's a snap, handoff. Sloan going right side. Sloan going to get out near midfield. And there is a flag down super late, and it looks like this might be against Mitchell Taylor. Looks like they may have gotten extra on the sideline as far as like the blocking that was going on here, well away from the play. Waiting to get a call from the official. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Taylor. So that hurts the Pirates quite a bit here. As they'll back up. It's going to be 3rd and a mile at this point from their own 34. I mean, that's basically where the drive started. Line to gain is at the Sand Springs 44. Here's the snap. Turnbull, going to keep. Looking for room. Spins off one tackle, and he picks up a good chunk of it there on first down. And it was going to be 2nd down and 9, and it's still going to be 2nd down and 9. Correction, 4th down and 9. So it's 4th down and 9. Pirates on their own 47. Offense is in. Turnbull in the shotgun. He's got a pistol back behind him, and that is Sloan. Single receiver right, single receiver left. And looks like Coach Alexander wants to talk about it. Now, delay of game, and so it looks like they're going to punt this one away. 5:59 left to go. Pirates on top by 2 scores. Sand Springs, last 2 possessions, a interception and a 4-and-out, turnover on downs. And the punt goes over his head. It's going to roll back, and he's going to kick it through the end zone. That is wise play right there. And so now Sand Springs going to be the recipients of the safety. And there is a conversation happening by the officials. A flag did go down. I think the conversation is going to be he can't kick it. So I'm not sure what they're going to do here. But I think it's a situation where they apply the safety, and then the Pirates also have to kick it further back than the 40. Oh, no. They're going to say it was an illegal kick, and they're going to give Sand Springs the football on the half-yard line. So Sand Springs gets the football on the half-yard line, 1st and goal. It is not a safety. And what a turn of events here. Here's the snap, handoff. And into the end zone goes Brock Odell. So the situation changes really quickly. They're going to say it was an illegal kick to kick it through the back of the end zone. and they give it back to Sand Springs at the spot of the foul on 4th down, which was right near the goal line after the snap went over the head of the punter. Extra point up, extra point good. And so Sand Springs draws it within a touchdown. 27-20. 5:40 left to go. An interesting turn of events there. You can imagine they're probably going to try to get a little bit fancy on the kickoff again. But the Pirate offense has found ways to continue to deliver all season long. These guys have just got to be awake here. 5:40 left to go in the ball game, 27-20. Pirates on top. Here's the kick, and they are going to go ahead and kick it deep. It's going to bounce, and Stinson Power is going to pick it up. Make a couple of men miss, but he'll be brought down about the 16-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10. After the special teams miscue, leading to the half-yard one-play drive for Sand Springs. We'll see how the Pirates answer here. Sand Springs fans, as loud as they've been all night, sideline getting as hyped up as it's been all night. We'll see if that momentum carries onto the defensive side, but 1st down goes pretty well. Rod Sloan on the carry out to about the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 5, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Four receivers right, single receiver left. Turnbull in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Handoff. Sloan up the middle. Plenty of room, and he's dragging Sandite tacklers with him out to the 32-yard line. 1st down and 10. Boy, it's like they know it's coming, and they just can't stop it. No need to be in any hurry if you're the Pirates. Play clock goes under 10. Sloan in the backfield. 4 receivers to the right. Play clock now under 5. Turnbull takes the snap. Handoff. Sloan up the middle. Sloan just going to carry defenders with him again. He's going to be close to a 1st down, and yeah, they're already pointing. 1st and 10 Pirates. He picks up the 10 he needs on 1st down. Pirate offensive line setting the tone some more. Out to the 42. Turnbull going to keep this one, spin around, and he's going to be down about the 45-yard line. There is a penalty flag down about the 40-yard line. Looks like it's going to be against the Pirates. Not what you want if you're PC. So it's going to be a hold, and that'll bring up 1st down and 20 now. Pirates back up to the 32. Under 4 minutes to play now. Pirates up by a touchdown. First down and 20 following the holding call. Pirates let it bleed under 10. Here's the snap. Handoff. Sloan. Sloan going to go up the gut to about the 38-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 15. Sand Springs goes ahead and burns a timeout here. They only have one remaining. So here's the situation. Pirates lead 27-20. It's second down and 15. They're working from their own 27-yard line. 3:32 left to play in the ball game. Sand Springs down to one timeout. I think the big question here that a lot of people are asking is, was the ruling on the field by the officials about the illegal kick after the ball went over the head of the punter and he kicked it through the back of the end zone, should that have just been a safety with a free kick? Here's the handoff. Sloan looking for room, going to be out to about the 40-yard line. And Sand Springs going to take their final timeout here. So 3:22 left to go in this one. I think if that official ruling is wrong, I think the Pirates have a really serious grievance in this one. But right now, if all things stay the same, it's a moot point. We'll just kind of have to see how it plays out. Third down and 12 for Putnam City. Sandites just burned their final timeout. 3:24 left to go. Kind of have to ask yourself, is this four-down territory if you're Willis Alexander and these Pirates? Pirates lead by 7. Big run as much as they possibly can. I imagine they punt here. Pirates going to need a clean exchange here on the punt. Down to 2. Good snap. Hold is good. Punt looks pretty good, and it's going to take a Pirate roll down inside the Sandite 40, down in the 35, and that time it worked out pretty well. They flipped the field around, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Sand Springs at the 34. First and 10. Sand Springs, Webb in the shotgun, dropping back, looking to throw, fires over the middle, pass is incomplete. Bishop Moore there. Second down and 10, but if you're Sand Springs, you're glad the clock is stopped. 2:22 left to go in this one. Second down and 10. Here's the snap, dropping back, Webb. Under pressure now, he's going to have to throw it away, and it is incomplete. Flag comes down. That ball was nowhere in the neighborhood. Are they going to give the pass interference here? And they are. That is absolutely insane. That ball was anywhere close. So pass interference brings it out to the Sandite 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Sand Springs. Dropping back, looking, firing. Pass is incomplete and nearly picked off by Jonas Stinson Powers. He could have ended this one with that. 2nd down and 10. Boy, it is playoff time here, isn't it? Dropping back, firing, Salazar complete, and out to the 35-yard line. They're still pushing the pile forward to the 33. It'll be 1st down and 10. Sand Springs down inside the 35 at the 34-yard line. Webb takes the snap, drops back, looking, firing, and it is incomplete. Ball is out of bounds. Well covered on the near side. Coverage by Savion James and number 5, Stephen Matthews. So 2nd down and 10 again. 1:41 left to go. People are saying they can't hear the audio. Drop back pass is incomplete. Good defensive play by number 11, Jarius Polly. Oh, okay. All right, we're good. 3rd down and 10. Webb in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw. He's being chased. Now he's going to have to step up, and he is dropped. Good defensive play there by the Pirates, and they get home again. Trip Alexander there along with a couple of other Pirates. Fourth down and 10, Sand Springs with the ball, trailing 20-27, 106. 4th down play, Webb drops back, looking to throw. Now he's going to be flushed out. He's going to take off running, and he's going to get the 1st down and step out of bounds around the 20-yard line. And Webb keeps him alive. Boy, oh boy. It is getting interesting here. First down and 10 from the 21. Under a minute to go. Sand Springs, no timeouts left. 2 receivers on either side. Webb in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking. He fires, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for number 19, Javari Hill, and it's just a little too tall for him, and he's unable to reel it in. Sand Springs, 2nd and 10 from this Pirate 21. Working from the right side hash. 51 seconds to go. Webb in the shotgun, drops back, and there's a flag down, and it looks like it's going to be against the Sandites. It is. So it'll be 2nd down and 15 from the 26 now. 2nd down and 15 from the 26-yard line. .48 seconds to play. Webb drops back, fires. Pass is complete inside the 15, and he's going to be brought down around the 10, and that is going to be a 1st and goal for Sand Springs. Clock running now. Sand Springs out of timeouts. Here's the snap. Webb looking, firing, pass incomplete. 2nd down. 31 seconds to go. Pirate defense is going to have to bend but not break here. 31.2 left on the clock. 2nd down and goal from the 10. Sand Springs, no timeouts. Pirates still with 1. 2 receivers on either side working left side hash. And the Pirates are going to call their final timeout. Pirates take their final timeout with 31 seconds left to go. So here's where we are. 2nd down and 10, actually 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Sand Springs with the football, 31 seconds left. Pirates lead 27-20. That's the story right now as it is. Here we go. Coming out of the timeout. 2 receivers on either side. Webb in the shotgun, dropping back, looking, firing, and it is incomplete in the end zone. Alex Dudley unable to reel that one in, and it'll be 3rd and goal with 27 seconds left. Sand Springs with the ball, 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line, trailing by a touchdown. 27 seconds left. Sand Springs, Webb in the shotgun. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking, throwing, passes incomplete. And a flag down. What in the world? They are just keeping the Sandites alive. Call is pass interference, and he wasn't even close. So they will go half the distance to the goal, and that will be I believe we replay 3rd down. It's not an automatic 1st down. And the Pirates called for too many players on the field now. Oh my goodness gracious. So the ball goes down to like the 2.5-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal from the 2.5-yard line. 22 seconds remain. Webb in the shotgun. Here's the snap. That play is, Webb capped and gets to the corner. Webb faked the handoff, went around the right side, and got into the end zone. Touchdown. Now decision time if you're Bobby Clinic. Do you kick the extra point or do you go for the win? Wait. And they're going to go for 2. Sand Springs going for 2. And it's good. Brock Odell into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and Sand Springs leads 28-27. 17 seconds remain. Sand Springs has dug all the way back out of the hole. They lead 28-27 following the 2-point conversion. Pirates will have 17 seconds to try to answer here. They are going into the wind from left to right. 28-27, 17 seconds left in the ball game. Here's the kick, and it is going to go through the hands of Savion James. James going to have to pick it up and figure something out pretty quick. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And there are 6 seconds left on the clock. The Pirates led the whole way. They were up 20-0 at one point. The Sand Springs stayed in it. They were up 14 with about 7.5 to go. Pirates out of timeouts, 8 seconds to go. Working from their own 15-yard line. They're going to need a miracle. Here's the snap. Quick pass. Pass is complete on the far side. A lateral to number 3. And C.J. Turnbull is brought down. And that's it. The Pirates come up short. Sand Springs scores with 17 seconds remaining. Goes for 2, gets on top, and they will win. A devastating heartbreak for the Pirates tonight. Pirates just breaths away from playing for a state title, and it will come up short. Well, I do want to take just a moment to say thank you to everyone this year for all of your hard work and dedication here on PCTV. Just, tuning in each and every single week, being a part of everything that we've had to offer. And I want to give a big shout out to our crew here, specifically Mars Tolis and Jessica McAfee, for their hard work all season long, just continuing to provide the sights and sounds of Pirate football. I want to thank our athletic director, Jared Gates, for his hard work and dedication to give us this platform and allow us to bring you football every single week. And I want to give a special shout out to our coaching staff, head coach Willis Alexander and his staff, who have continued to build an incredible legacy here at Putnam City High School. And that is a tough way to lose, but what a long way that this Pirate team has come from the years of going 1-9 or 2-8 to being a breath away from playing for a state title, being this deep in the playoffs, getting to practice on Thanksgiving, a thing that hasn't happened at Putnam City in 22 years. And so this team sets a mark in Putnam City football history, which is a rich history. And there is no doubt that this team was a special one. And with that said, I do want to also thank our seniors for all their hard work and dedication to this Pirate football program. And this was a great year. This loss is not it does not define this team. This team has brought this school and this program a lot further than it was, and their legacy is cemented as great Pirates. So once again, we want to thank you for tuning in with us this season, and have no fear, we'll have some Pirate basketball for you this year. So we'll be turning the page, ready for some Pirate basketball. A tough one here tonight. The Pirates fall 27-28 to Sand Springs in the final seconds. Sand Springs punches in a score late and then gets the 2-point conversion. I think the question mark now, there's going to be a lot of questions about the call on that punt, or what should have been a safety, and just some other things like that. But make no mistake, this is a tough time of year to win, and so congratulations to Sand Springs. All right, for all of us here at PCTV, for Mars Solis, Jessica McAfee, and for our guys that brought us through the course of the year, Todd Miller, Joel Reagan, John Brooks. We appreciate you tuning in and listening every single week and watching every single week. We'll be back for Pirate football next year. We'll be back for Pirate basketball in just a couple of weeks, December 9th, our first home game. So right around the corner, it'll be basketball time. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and never forget, once a Pirate, always a Pirate. And we will see you soon when we get round ball underway. Pirate basketball.